A pioneer of black hair care is being remembered today for his huge contributions. George E. Johnson died this morning.
He founded Johnson Products, a company headquartered on the city's south side. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski tonight takes a look back at his inspiring life.
You get twirl, swirl, curly your curls with classy curls.
It's in a class by itself.
And so was the man who made it, Chicago innovator and entrepreneur George E. Johnson, whose South Side-based Johnson Products revolutionized the black beauty care industry.
How can you handle the Hawk? Get your natural together with the Hawk handlers from AfroSheen.
But it was AfroSheen that helped define the company and the natural style that became so popular. Along with chemist Herbert Martini, Johnson came up with a formula for hair relaxer that didn't burn the scalp. He founded his company with a $250 loan from a bank that had turned him down at one ranch, but gave him the money when he told a second loan officer he needed it to pay for a vacation for his wife.
I never thought about going in business, but when he said this is it, I said this should be marketed. We should market this. And he asked me how much would it take. I knew I could borrow $250. And because I knew I could get $250 from my share, I said $500. And he wrote me a check for $500.
Dr. Hermine Hartman conducted this interview with Johnson for her PBS show Indigo Studio.
And AfroSheen believes that every woman can be unforgettable. That's why they make cosmetics to do for your hair.
By 1971, Johnson Products Company had become the first African-American-owned business to trade on the American Stock Exchange. By 1974, annual sales were $34 million. George Johnson stepped down from the company in 1988. It was later sold. The Johnson Products building on the South Side is now a high school. But the way George Johnson changed American style and African-American culture will not be forgotten. George Johnson was 99 years old. Charlie Wojciechowski, NBC5 News.
Thank you, Charlie. And just in the last hour, we did receive a statement from the Johnson family. And they wrote in part, above all, George E. Johnson was a devoted family man whose example inspired generations and whose legacy of entrepreneurship, community leadership, and philanthropy continues through his descendants today.
Quite the legacy.
Incredible.